Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment was sponsored by the Myrtle Beach Classic.
Well, it really doesn't get much better than this. Today I am joined by Darren and we're talking about the Myrtle Beach Classic. Aren't we so lucky with this weather right now?
We are. It's gorgeous out here, blue skies and the Atlantic Ocean behind us.
Let's do the full rundown. You got this big old golf tournament coming up. This is a pretty historic event for Myrtle Beach.
It is. It's the first major professional golf tournament on the Grand Strand since the 90s. So the PGA Tour doesn't host a lot of events. There's only 36 of these on the PGA Tour regular season schedule all year long. So to have one right here in Myrtle Beach in our backyard is really, really cool.
This is a big deal.
It is. Yeah, we're excited. We're going to have 120 PGA Tour professionals in town, along with their families. I mean, we hope that a lot of the players bring their families to this setting, stay at the hotels, eat at the restaurants, and just have a good time here in Myrtle Beach.
So it's going to be a 4-day event. Can you kind of break down what that's going to look like for people?
The tournament week is May 6th through the 12th of next year. We'll kick off the week with what we call a Monday Pro-Am. So if you're a golfer and you want to come out and play with the pros, you can do that. You can buy a team in our Monday Pro-Am. Tuesday we'll have some activities. We'll have a junior clinic. So a lot of the junior golfers from the area will come and interact with some of the PGA Tour professionals that day. Wednesday we have another Pro-Am. We call it the Wednesday Pro-Am. You can also buy teams in the Wednesday Pro-Am. There's a Tuesday night party prior to that right here on the lawn right behind us. And at the party you actually get to choose which PGA Tour player you play with that next day out here at the Dunes Golf and Beach Club. So, and then Thursday we start with the first tournament round. So we'll have, like I said, 120 players that'll be here all week. Thursday is our first round, Friday is our second round. After the second round we'll have a cut to about the top 65 in ties. And then half the field will make the weekend, and they'll play on Saturday and Sunday.
So there's also going to be a charity aspect to this too. You guys want to make sure you're giving back.
There is, yeah. The PGA Tour as a whole is a very philanthropic organization. Since they started running events across the country in really the late 1960s, they've given back $3.64 billion to local charities in the markets where they have hosted events. It'll be no different here in Myrtle Beach. So. We'll have a group of charities that we will support after the tournament. We'll make those big checks and make a lot of people happy. So it's one aspect of the event that we're very proud of and again, leave an impact here in the Myrtle Beach community.
I can imagine there's a lot of planning going into this event, huh?
There is, yeah, especially with a first year event. There's lots of, a foundation to set basically. So trying to find a host hotel, working with a lot of the vendors. We're trying to use as many local vendors as we can, of course, whether that's a bus shuttle company or a restroom company or a catering company. There's a long list of vendors that we're working through kind of the vetting process to make it a great first year.
You want this to be a great experience for everyone involved.
We do, including the volunteers. So we've had a huge response from the volunteers this year. We set up an initial website where you could inquire about volunteering, and we had a hunch that the response would be good. Yeah. We had over 3,600 people respond that want to be a part of the first annual Myrtle Beach Classic.
And I can see why, especially after driving out here. I mean, what a perfect backdrop. Talk to me about this facility a little bit.
Yeah, it was built, the golf course opened in 1948. This beautiful clubhouse came soon after that. But yeah, it's a beautiful golf course. They've done a few renovations to it on some tee boxes. They've expanded the practice putting green. Just really kind of cleaned up the golf course. Not that it needed it, but to host a PGA Tour event, they wanted to really just shine for year one. So it's just a great golf course with this view. You just can't beat the location and the setting.
I love it. It's all very exciting. So where can people learn more about tickets so they can go ahead and get those as soon as possible?
Yeah, tickets are currently on sale. You can go to myrtlebeachclassic.com. Right at the top of the page, click on tickets. If you're interested in the hospitality options, you can click on the hospitality link as well, and then volunteering as well, there's a link for that right there at myrtlebeachclassic.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by Dr. Anthony Thompson. How are you doing?
Doing quite well, Katie, and yourself?
I'm doing wonderful.
You know, our goal is, first of all, we got the name came from Ephesians, 2nd chapter.
And this is a group of a lot of different people in Charleston, leaders in Charleston.
Yes.
Tell me about your board.
Yes, well, my board consists, very diverse board. Has to be. You know, we have young people, white, black, Latino, you know, and everybody's denomination is completely different.
Yeah.
You know, Catholics, Reformed Episcopalians, Baptists. I mean, and so it's very diverse for a purpose, you know, because, you know, we're trying to promote what Christ already did. More or less promote, we're trying to perpetuate what he already did. And that is by the grace of God to encourage people through acts of forgiveness, repentance, and reconciliation, okay, to destroy those barriers that divide us, that hostility that divide us. Like I said, that can be a number of things, you know. And it's not just for one particular thing, but it could be a number of things so that we can come together as one family, you know, the way it was intended to be. And so that's where we start.
And you were able to do this on a really big scale.
Yeah.
Whenever you had that event.
Yeah, when we had the event, oh, that took a lot of work.
I'm sure.
I mean,
lots of planning.
Yeah. I mean, even getting the organization together just to come as one. We didn't just do it right away. When I came back, this incident with George Floyd occurred. But to our surprise, the people in Charleston protested. You know, it's like, wow, I mean, they really they tore downtown up. They're mostly young people. And so we were shocked, we were surprised. And so there's a pastor named Reverend Zalik, who's the senior pastor at St. Michael's. And he and I have been doing some Lent season services together with other churches. So he called me up and said, you know, we need to do something to try to, you know, put some damper on what happened last night and let people know, you know, we're one.
Well, it is a hot and sunny day here on Pawleys Island, and I am joined by Mr. Thomas Williams. How are you doing?
Great, hot, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're holding in there. But tell me about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Thomas Williams. My telephone number is 814-8598. Area code is 843. I live in McClennanville, but I come from McClennanville to Pawleys Island for the last 29, 30 years. And I also come 4 days a week. And I love it. And I don't think I see no way I'm going to stop.
Now, what do you do?
I do the, if you see the stick I got, I do the cobra, I do the owl, I do the rattlesnakes, I do the fish, the flounder, the rainbow trout, the catfish, wide-mouthed bass. If you name it, I can do it.
Now, how did you learn that you could actually do this?
Or at my father, 3 generations back, and my older brother showed me because my father had passed away. And he showed me how to do it, and then after that it's just history. But some of the things, like my brother couldn't do a cobra, he couldn't do an alligator, which a whole alligator, that's what I do also. The big flounders, or he could have made just regular sticks.
But you can get a little fancy with it.
Yes,
huh?
I just gotta, if I see it in with my eyes, I don't have to have a picture. I can automatically draw it.
That is so cool.
Yes.
You're able to hand carve these sticks, and
Right.
then you even paint them and seal them, and they're very functional as much as they're beautiful.
Right. If you see this one, this is what you call a honeysuckle vine wrapped around a cherry. The head is a put on. So this is got a rod, a steel rod, not anything else in there but a steel rod. So in case if you drop it, it won't break.
Okay, so you're out here 4 days a week. Can you tell me the address and where people can find you?
Yes, you can find me at 1061 5 Paula's Island, near the bakery.
This story is sponsored by Morris Law, LLC.
I always wanted to help people. I wanted to do something that would help folks make the choices that affected their everyday life. The main goal of Morris Law is to help people get their life back after an accident.
Typically, our clients are going through one of the worst times of their life. They've been injured through no fault of their own, through someone's negligence or carelessness. They're often hurting physically, hurting financially.
Just because you hire a lawyer or just because you have health insurance doesn't mean that you won't get medical bills associated with your accident. Why do I owe $4,000 to the hospital when my health insurance should have paid? How does it work with the hospital and all of these injuries and how much time they have to spend in the hospital? You have to tell them that everything is going to be okay, regardless of what happens with this ambulance bill, regardless of what happens with this hospital bill. It's all going to work out. As an attorney, you're not going to let those medical providers take all of their settlement money. You negotiate that for them. You're still going to get money in your pocket for your injuries. After an accident, one of the biggest problems clients face is getting the health care they need.
We want your entire focus to be on getting better. We want to take over not only the heavy lifting, but all the technical issues of trying to push your claims through. If it ends up in trial, making sure that all of that is taken care of so you can continue to focus on your treatment.
We have attorneys that I knew for the whole time I've been practicing law. Ian was my first friend as an attorney when I started practicing. Lee and I went to law school together. We really are all friends outside of this practice. We meet with our clients together, we try cases together, and so we are a small-knit group and we know our clients.
I was test driving a car and I'm coming up to the light and there's a car coming across over to another road. She didn't see me, I didn't see her, and we kind of collided. I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't really do anything. Bills was piling up. I didn't know what was going to happen. The girl of the car, she didn't have no insurance. She didn't have a license. I knew right away that I needed an attorney. Company that I was going to buy the car from, he referred me to Jeff. I called him and he said, hey, I was in an accident. Can you help me out? He told me that I was in good hands. I wouldn't have to worry about anything. And they kept in touch with me on everything. I never had to contact them, email them, call them, or anything. And I loved them for that. I felt like they were my family when I went there. They really showed me love.
What makes the Morris Law Firm unique is the collaboration that we have between our attorneys and our staff here. Jeff, Ian, and I are a team. We're bringing the big law firm feel to a small law firm.
You know, some clients will go to other firms and they only talk to paralegals, they only talk to staff. They've never once talked to an attorney. Our policy is that you're going to talk to an attorney on day one. Morris, his background comes with a strong drive. He understands the medical part more than anybody at this firm. Besides the attorneys, our staff is key. We design our firm so that each of the staff member has the same experience as we do.
At Morris Law, all 3 attorneys go on every file. Every attorney will be involved in your case, and if your case goes to trial, you will get every attorney at Morris Law at that trial.
Here at Morris Law, we want to get you more. We want to get you more in terms of service. We want to get you more in terms of legal representation. And we want to get you more in terms of your case value.
At Morris Law, we can't undo what happened, but we can help you get past it. We are going to help you.
This story is sponsored by Morris Law, LLC.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.